time, we are our sisters and our brothers' keepers. Yes, we are. Nobody says that when they grow up they want to be poor. It happens. Life happens. Let's support people. Let's help them get those pathways of opportunities that they need. Yes, will there be outliers? Because our Republican sisters and brothers, yeah, there will always be outliers. But there are outliers on the white collar side too. Yep. But we want to penalize and critique poor folks. They don't get a second chance. People of color definitely don't get a second chance. So to my progressive white sisters and brothers, racism is real. Systemic racism is real. Institutional racism is real. And it's going to take the rainbow mosaic of humanity to fight it. When I think about progressivism, baby, I think about black folks who were the original progressives fighting against slavery and abuse in this country. Progressivism is real. We are all progressives. And unfortunately, some on the left think that when we say progressive, we only talking about white. But right now, this afternoon, I see in this park the rainbow mosaic of humanity. I see my Hispanic sisters and brothers. I see my black sisters and brothers. I see my white sisters and brothers, Native American, Asian. We are all in this together. But we do have to have the courage to call out the isms in this country, and racism is still real. And Charlottesville is not the only It's not the only thing, because to see those neo-Nazis march, we know who the hell we dealing with. Who I'm really worried about is the people who wear a blue suit over white sheet.
Yes.
The people who are able to push policies that discriminate. That's who we need to worry about the most as we confront folks who are bold enough in the 21st century to walk all up down the street and show that kind of bigotry and hatred. They must be confronted, but we also must confront systemic racism and bigotry as well. So we are our sisters and brothers keepers. Number two, and most important, Brother Frederick Douglass said this. He said, you might not get everything that you work for, but you will work for everything that you get. We are hard workers here. We get it. There is no mountain too high. We're going to do this thing. Because sisters and brothers, our mission is so high we can't get over it. It's so low we can't get under it. And it's so wide we can't get around it. This is our mission. This is our time. But then my grandma, born in 1913, sisters, she couldn't read or write, but she could count her money. Kept her money in the Southern Ladies Bank and Trust with a handkerchief. My grandma kept her money on one side and a pistol on the other. Whoa. She was one of the smartest women I've ever known. And she had what we call in the African American community motherwit. When I asked my grandmother, what does it take to be successful in this life? She said, my dear granddaughter, all you need are the three bones, the wishbone, the jawbone, and the backbone. She said the wishbone will keep you hoping and praying, because hope is the motivator, but the dream is the driver. The reason why we're fighting so hard is because we hope and believe that tomorrow will be better than today. She said the jawbone will give you courage to speak truth, to power to lift your voice. Sisters and brothers, let me just say this to you. Titles are good, but purpose is better. You don't have to have a fancy title to change the world. If you don't believe me, ask Mother Jones, who stood up for coal miners in the 1800s, who said, I'm not a humanitarian, I'm a hell raiser. Yeah! Who said, I will pray for the dead, but fight like hell for the living. She didn't have a fancy title, but she had a heart. Well, how about Fannie Lou Hamer, who we just celebrated her? She would have been 100 years old. She fought against the establishment in the South, in Mississippi. She fought against establishment Democrats as well. And black folks and white folks, they formed the Mississippi Democratic Freedom Party in Mississippi. Collectively, they did that to fight against establishment Democrats of their day. You ain't got to have no fancy title. You just have to be committed to being the change, to doing the work, to fighting. So use your jawbone. But Grandma said the most important bone of them all, the supercalifragilisticexpialidocious bone, is the backbone. Because the backbone will give you the courage to keep standing. Yeah. And in this life, you can't have a testimony without a test. And we are being tested to determine whether or not we got courage enough, hope enough, tenacity enough, belief enough to know that what we are doing is right, and then what we have done all we can do to stand, that we stand anyhow. This is our moment. Are you with me in this moment? Yeah! Are you going to stand strong in this moment? Yeah! Are you going to use your wishbone in this moment? Yeah! Your jawbone in this moment. And your backbone in this moment. So let's do the damn thing. God bless you.